to the pavement, I'm breathing in the gray. Too many voices with nothing real to say. I'm caught inside the chaos of the pushing of the shove, drowning in the details from below and not above. Every face is a story, I don't have time to read. Another hungry mouth, another selfish need. The first person perspective is a suffocating lie. I need a different angle, I need a different sky. A way to zoom out, a way to get some space from the frantic, desperate energy of this place. So I close my eyes and I initiate the flight. A silent engine in the fading light. The ground begins to fall away from me. I'm rising up so I can finally see. The noise gets softer, turning to a hum, and all my messy feelings are going up. I'm breaking through the clouds of my own doubt. This is the only way that I know how to get out. I got that drone's eye view, 100 feet in the air. The world's a silent movie and I'm the only one there. The people are like ants in patterns, they all crawl. And from this high above, I swear I understand it all. It's a circuit board of light, a river made of steel, a beautiful illusion that doesn't have to feel. I got that drone's eye view, I'm finally floating free from the tiny little insignificant version of me. I see the lovers on a rooftop sharing a cigarette, the lonely ones inside the laundromat. I trace the way the traffic bleeds and flows, a secret logic that nobody knows. When they are in it, trapped inside the game, calling out a long forgotten name. I see the patterns of the grand design, every single future, every single timeline. And I can see my own house down on the street, a tiny box impossibly neat. And I can see myself, a tiny glowing dot, trapped inside a single lonely spot. Just moving through the motions through the day. And I can see it's time to fly away from that little person with his little plans, with his nervous heart and his trembling hands. I got that drone's eye view, 100 feet in the air. The world's a silent movie and I'm the only one there. The people are like ants in patterns, they all crawl. And from this high above, I swear I understand it all. It's a circuit board of light, a river made of steel, a beautiful illusion that doesn't have to feel. I got that drone's eye view, I'm finally floating free from the tiny little insignificant version of me. But you can't smell the coffee, you can't feel the rain. You can't hold a hand to amplify the pain, or the joy, or the love, or anything at all. You're just a floating camera, waiting for the fall. This perfect clarity, this godlike steady gaze, it comes at the expense of living in the maze. And I am getting tired of the empty silent show. There's a part of me that wants to be below, to be a part of it, to feel it in my chest, to put this perfect lonely theory to the test. The boss is gone, but his ghost is in the walls, and you can hear the silent party calls. So pop another can of that sweet fix. It's 7 p.m., time for the after mix. We're not co-workers, we're the VIPs to a lonely, desperate corporate disease. And the doors are locked, there's no way to escape. Just put your headphones on and change your shape. Welcome to the overtime party. The guest list small, exclusive and unhardy. The DJ is the server in the hall. The only drug we're doing is Adderall or something close. The strobe light is the flicker of the screen. The most productive, saddest thing you've ever seen. So raise your lukewarm coffee, let's all say cheers to another night of our best and wasted years. At the overtime party, where no one wants to be the only cover charge is your own sanity. My spreadsheet is my dance floor, rows and cells. I'm lost inside 100,000 little hells. My keyboard clicks are tapping out the beat to this corporate soul destroying track repeat. We're all smiling in a blurry, tired haze, counting down the minutes, counting up the days, until the project's done, until the big release, until we find a single moment's peace. I see my coworker across the aisle. He gives a thumbs up and a broken smile. We're in this foxhole, you and me, my friend. A long drawn out battle that will never end. We share a knowing look, a silent prayer for a world that's waiting for us somewhere out there, beyond the deadlines and the conference calls, beyond these thin and suffocating walls. Welcome to the overtime party. The guest list small, exclusive and unhardy. The DJ is the server in the hall. The only drug we're doing is Adderall or something close. The strobe light is the flicker of the screen. The most productive, saddest thing you've ever seen. So raise your lukewarm coffee, let's all say cheers to another night of our best and wasted years. At the overtime party, where no one wants to be the only cover charge is your own sanity. And for a second in the monitor's reflection, I see a stranger asking for direction. Is this the life I chose? Is this the grand design? To trade my blood and youth for the bottom line. The sugar high is crashing and I'm feeling all the weight of this beautiful promotion that I've learned to hate. I'm just a number on a balance sheet, a temporary asset, bittersweet. This isn't a career, it is a cage, and I am turning to the final page of my own story. If I don't break free from this exclusive, endless party. Welcome to the overtime party. The guest list small, exclusive and unhardy. The DJ is the server in the hall. The only drug we're doing is Adderall or something close. The strobe light is the flicker of the screen. The most productive, saddest thing you've ever seen. So raise your lukewarm coffee, let's all say cheers to another night of our best and wasted years. At the overtime party, where no one wants to be the only cover charge incandescent mark. I'm dodging asteroids of crashing snares. I'm breathing in an atmosphere of prayers from a synth pad choir on a distant moon that's rising way too early, way too soon. I trace the constellations of the melody and rewrite my own failed mythology. I'm the explorer and the only one to ever see a binary fading sun. I can change the tempo, change the color of a star. No matter where I go, it's never very far. I am the architect, I am the great design. Every single lonely galaxy is mine. I'll build a war for nothing but a hook, a story that you'll never find inside a book. I am the master of this grand machine, the only thing that's real in this unreal scene. I'm in my headphone universe tonight, traveling at the speed of filter light. The nebulae are made of pure reverb. Every law of physics is disturbed. The stars are kick drums in the endless black, on a one-way journey, never coming back. Yeah, I'm the god of my own cosmic ride. In the headphone universe I keep inside. My thoughts are comets burning up the dark, leaving a bright incandescent mark. They'll tell you that it's just a place to run, a cheap escape from everything you've done. But what's the difference if the feelings are all real? The hope you build, the confidence you feel. I bring a little stardust back with me each time, a souvenir from our reality. Sublime, this isn't a delusion, it's a training ground for the day. My own 2 feet can lift me off the ground. It's where I find the strength to face the gray and live to fight another boring day. I'm in my headphone universe tonight, traveling at the speed of filter light. The nebulae are made of pure reverb. Every law of physics is disturbed. The stars are kick drums in the endless black, on a one-way journey, never coming back. Yeah, I'm the god of my own cosmic ride. In the headphone universe I keep inside. My thoughts are comets burning up the dark, leaving a bright incandescent mark. The final chord fades out, a silent wave, and from the void a world I have to save. My own, I pull the headphones from my ears. The best is still here, so are all my fears. But I am different, I am vast and bright. I'm still glowing with the pale electric light, and I can feel the cosmos in my veins. A quiet power washing out the stains of a world that tried to make me feel so small. I am the universe after all. The gold rush hour sun is hanging low, spilling liquid honey, beautiful and slow. The workday's done, the final email sent, a collective sigh of a day that's been spent. The city's sharp edges begin to fade, a softer kind of gentle world is made. The air gets cooler, holding its own breath, a quiet truce between over me, but in this moment we are all the same. Whispering the world's most ancient secret name. We are connected by this fading light, the shed and holy ritual of the night, that's on its way to save us from the glare, to finally answer our unspoken prayer. And the shadows stretch, a different kind of art, a slow motion picture of a world apart. Every single truth begins to change its size, right before my own two weary eyes. The day is lying, dying on the ground, and in that silence I can hear a sound, the whisper of the person I become when the blinding of the busy day is done. We spend our lives in the direct sunlight, trying to be perfect, trying to be right. We hide the parts of us that are afraid in the clean, sharp, perfect images we've made. But the shadow knows it's honest and it's long, it knows the real rhythm to our inner song. It's not a monster, it's a second skin, the truest part of where we've always been. And in this moment I can let it grow and let the other brighter person go, at least for now, until the sun will rise and I'll have to put on my disguise. And the shadows stretch, a different kind of art, a slow motion picture of a world apart. Every single truth begins to change its size, right before my own two weary eyes. The day is lying, dying on the ground, and in that silence I can hear a sound, the whisper of the person I become when the blinding of the busy day is done. The final sliver of the sun is gone, the shadows stretch and then they carry on. They melt into the darkness deep and vast, a future that is free from any past. The night is here, the stage is finally set for all the truths we haven't heard just yet. My shadow's free to finally be me. The world is buffering in shades of gray. Another Tuesday, a copy-paste day. My blood is moving slow, it's thick as mud. A low-tide feeling in a listless flood. My mind is a machine that's in standby, waiting for a blurry same, a blurry disconnected empty space. Just another passenger in this endless race. Am I a blurred face in somebody else's eyes? A background character in their own surprise. And all I see are blurred faces in the fading light, a color painting of the day turning into night. 1,000 destinations, a million secret plans slipping through my vision like the grains of sand. Beautiful and broken, and every single one a whole life story over before it's begun. Just a wave of blurred faces coming in and out of view, lost inside the city's endless sea of me and you. But just for a second, God, I wanna see one single person looking back at me, not as a stranger, not as part of the design, but as a story that could intersect with mine. Let the camera focus, let the motion stop. Let me hear the sound of a single teardrop in this ocean of a silent, hurried roar. Tell me what we're all here fighting for. Just give me one connection, sharp and true. One single face that isn't me or you. But us, and all I see are blurred faces in the fading light, a color painting of the day turned into night. 1,000 destinations, a million secret plans slipping through my vision like they're grains of sand. They're beautiful and broken, every single one a whole life story over before it's begun. Just a wave of blurred faces coming in and out of view, lost inside the city's endless sea of me and you. The train doors close, a final gentle sigh, and all the blurred faces are passing by. They're gone now, just a memory, a trace, and I'm still standing in this empty, lonely place. The platform's quiet, the next train is due, and I'm in the waste that isn't blurred. That's new. That's new. Another deadline, another sleepless night. Fluorescent lights are sucking out the light from my own eyes. My brain is just a hum. My soul is tired and my body's numb. The city outside is just a blurry stream of someone else's disconnected dream. I'm running on the fumes of yesterday, and I can feel myself just fade away. A ghost inside a building made of glass, just waiting for this moment to all pass. But there's a beacon shining in the dark, a vending machine that's waiting with a spark. I feed the coins and hear the ancient sound of the mechanism spinning round and round. A heavy clunk, a cold metallic weight delivered to me by the hands of fate. This is my fuel, my poison, and my friend on which the next few hours all depend. Give me that canned coffee, that bittersweet design, a manufactured feeling that's legally on mine. It's the hop of the tab, the chemical bouquet, the 5-minute solution to a 20-hour day. Not the real thing, but it's what I need right now to make another promise, to take another bow. Just a can of coffee, my sacrament of choice, the only thing that gives my thoughts a voice. The sugar hits me, then the caffeine rush, and for a moment I can feel a hush. Inside the panic room, inside my head, all the ghosts of my anxiety are fed. The city lights outside are sharp and clean, the star of my own corporate lonely scene. I can face the monitor's aggressive glow and put on one more soul-destroying show. I am productive, I am fast and smart, a functioning and well-oiled human part. This ritual repeats itself each time, a tiny necessary victimless crime against my body, against my own soul, to play a small and insignificant role in a machine that's bigger than us all. Just waiting for the final curtain call, but until then I'll play the game to win and let this sweet and bitter poison in. Give me that canned coffee, that bittersweet design, a manufactured feeling that's legally on solo person I have been. Is this a life, this prepackaged cheap design? Just waiting for the next hit, waiting for a sign. We trade the real thing for the quick and fast. A generation built on things that just won't last. But who has time to grind the beans and wait when you're already 20 minutes late to a future that you never asked to see? A perfect, beautiful catastrophe. Give me that pink coffee, that bittersweet design, a manufactured feeling that's legally all mine. It's the pop of the tab, the chemical bouquet, the 5-minute solution to a 20-hour day. Not the real thing, but it's what I need right now to make another promise, to take another vow. Just a can of coffee, my sacrament of choice, the only thing that gives my voice. The can is empty, crushed inside my fist. A moment of revival, a moment that I've missed. The buzz will fade, I know the bitter truth, the wasted sweetness of my modern youth. The aftertaste is clinging to my tongue, the final chorus of a song that's already been sung. Another can tomorrow, same time, same place. Another drop of fuel for the human race. Check the app on Monday, 90 degrees and sun. A perfect weekend, my work was almost done. I made a master plan for open skies, beach towels, music, and a sweet surprise. I told my friends that everything was set, the best laid plan that we had ever met. A guaranteed delivery of gold, a perfect legendary story to be told. The icon on the screen was just a yellow dot, a future that was beautiful and hot. But Friday night I'm scrolling through my phone, a different icon on my home screen's throw. The little sun is gonna thundercloud is black, 100% chance, there's no turning back. The temperature is dropping, wind is on the rise, a beautiful betrayal by the skies. My perfect weekend's turning into gray, and all my perfect plans are washed away. But I just feel a different kind of thrill, a sudden urge to justify and stand still. We got that weather forecast bounce, the plans we made don't matter an ounce. The sky is flipping channels, changing up the show, so we'll just find a different way to glow. Let the rain come down, we'll make the windows shake for every plan the thunder wants to break. Yeah, this is that weather forecast bounce, so let's just make our own new plans right now, and we can dance to a different kind of sound. So pull the speakers in and lock the outer door. The living room is now the dance floor. We'll watch the lightning, a free strobe light display, and let the rolling thunder be the DJ. Forget the beach, we'll surf across the floor and find the things we weren't looking for. This isn't a disaster, it's a plot twist, don't you see? A brand new kind of beautiful energy. This party's better than the one we planned, the best damn storm in all the land. ears to a different kind of sound.
Yeah, the rain is stopping now. The thunder's just a hum. And look outside, the colors have all come. A rainbow over the city, fresh and clean. The greatest party that we've ever seen was born from a prediction that was wrong, and the rhythm of a brand new different song. All because of the bounce, 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 yeah.
The city's finally gonna sleep, a rare and gentle hush. The final train has made its final rush. I'm lying in my bed, the room is black and deep, but there's a promise that my own mind cannot keep. The promise of a silence clean and true, for me and maybe also just for you. But the quiet is a canvas and the brush is painted with a frantic, nervous rush. A single high-pitched, unrelenting tone, a sound that I will only ever own. I press the pillow hard against my ears to try and block the broadcast of my fears. I turn the fan on, try to drown it out, but it's the only voice I hear inside the doubt. It's not a memory, it's not a fading song, it's just a wire in my head that's connected wrong, and it is screaming in a perfect steady key, a secret that the world will never get from me. I'm tuned into the tinnitus frequency, a private radio station just for me, a high-pitched signal, constant and so clear, the sound of everything I've ever learned to fear. It's the background static of my own design, a lonely broadcast on a broken line. The tinnitus frequency, the ringing in my soul, a sound that's taking back all of my control. In conversations, I just nod and smile. I miss a word or two, at least for a little while, 'cause under their voice there's another thin and high, a constant secret, I try to cry. It's a wall of glass between the world and me, a different kind of lonely, you see. They hear the traffic or a bird or falling rain. I only hear this phantom ghostly pain, a single note that never finds a chord, the final unrelenting silent word. But I get tired of fighting, tired of the race to find a single solitary silent space. So what if I just stopped and let it in, and let this strange and secret life begin? What if I just listened for a change and rearrange the way I see this strange and constant screaming? What if it's a sign, a personal, a coded, a divine transmission? To the tinnitus frequency, a private radio station just for me, a high-pitched signal, constant and so clear, the sound of everything I've ever learned to fear. It's the background static of my own design, a lonely broadcast on a broken line. The tinnitus frequency, the ringing in my soul, a sound that's taking back all of my control. But what if this is not a curse? What if it's a key? What if this signal's being sent to me? So tonight I'm leaning in, I'm trying to decode the heavy secret solitary load. And in the ringing, I can almost hear a beat, a frantic, broken but a beautiful and sweet melody of me, the sound of my own spark, a lighthouse burning brightly in the dark. Maybe this note that I have learned to hate is the sound of my own soul trying to vibrate at a higher level, at a different speed, the only real true rhythm that I'll ever need. I'm tuned into the tinnitus frequency, a sacred radio station just for me, a high-pitched signal, constant and so clear, the sound of every hope I'm holding dear. It's the background music of my own design, a hopeful broadcast on a sacred line. The tinnitus frequency, the ringing in my soul, see. It's me.
City's main arteries, 2 streets away. A river of noise at the end of the day. But back here the silence is sacred and deep. A concrete cathedral where secrets all keep. The alleys a chapel, the bricks are the pews for the faithful disciples of breaking the news that the rhythm is king and the word is the law. A forgotten back passage, a beautiful flaw in the grid of the city. The perfect blank page for a circle of prophets to get on a stage with no lights and no tickets, no bounces, no mics, just a raw uncut under the pavement on lights. The air smells like dumpsters in yesterday's rain. A gritty perfume that's erasing the pain of the world out in front. Then a sound starts to bloom. A human metronome that is chasing the gloom right away. It's a kick and a snare and a hi-hat so clean. The most beautiful, powerful human machine. Just a beatbox, a pulse, a foundation of sound for the lyrical battle on this holy ground. We form up the circle of ritual now with a series of spoken unbreakable vows. You come with respect, you come with your soul. The aim is to make your own narrative whole.
Not to tear someone down, but to build yourself up with for my head and my shoulders, a comfortable dip. My body is ready, my consciousness slips to the edge of a well-deserved easy repose. The day has been cancelled, the chapter is closed. My only intention is rest and repeat. I'll just check a few things, a final small treat before sleep. My phone is a cool heavy stone in my hand. The screen comes alive and I'm back in the land of the living, or something that's built to resemble it. My thumb makes a gesture of flicking a flit. The first video's funny, a cat in a box, a genuine laugh that circums the locks on my tired old spirit. A second, a third, a beautiful landscape, a powerful word from a poet. I like a quick dopamine hit. I'll just watch for a little, I'll just sit with it. Just 5 more minutes, a promise, a lie, as the moon climbs a little bit higher outside. The motion is mindless, a twitch in my thumb, a flick of the muscle, a new world will come, a tutorial for cooking a dish I won't make, a clip of a beautiful far distant lake, a teenager dancing, a political rant, a conspiracy theory about a strange secret plant, a celebrity crying, a prank going wrong, another new verse of that one viral song. The feed is a river, it's pulling me in, a baptism of content, a venial sin I am no longer choosing. The choice has been made by the algorithm, a god of a different new breed. It knows what I want before I even do. It's feeding me visions of something that's new but familiar and easy and tailored to please the part of my brain that is craving its ease. The room is so dark and the screen is so bright, the only real star in my own private night. It paints my face blue with its cold, gentle glow, a lonely projector for a one-person show. An hour has vanished, or maybe it's 3. The numbers on the clock have no meaning to me. My body's a statue, I haven't yet moved. A perfectly comfortable, well-practiced groove of an action, but my eyes are starting to burn. A lesson the body is trying to learn, but the mind won't accept it, it's begging for more. Just one more new video, one more right over, a different new life, a different new scene. A perfect distraction, a digital dream. I see my own face in the screen's glossy black for a second between clips, and it's taking me back to reality. A pale, blurry ghost with wide eyes, a casualty of the thing I despise and I love all at once. My thumb has gone numb from the flicking, the endlessly dumb repetition. My wrist has indulged into ache. For goodness and sanity's beautiful sake, I should stop, I should quit, I should just let it be and reclaim what is left of the real breathing me. But I don't, I just shift my position a bit to quiet the protest, to make my hand fit in a different new angle, to keep the flow going. The last of my willpower is rapidly slowing. My eyelids are heavy like curtains of lead. The beautiful, colorful worlds in my head are starting to blur. All the edges are soft. The phone is a dead I'm holding a like it was planned. So why can't I feel the warmth upon my face? My fingers touch the water, leaving just an empty space. The sand beneath my feet can't leave a single trace. My heartbeat and this virtual world are running a different race. Oh, VR trip, a lonely paradise. I see it all, but can't feel it with my eyes. The mountain wind doesn't bite me with its chill. The silent deep sea fish are strangely standing still. Oh, VR trip, a beautiful lie. I'm longing for the real ground underneath the real sky. Before I take this headset off, one last look at the sea. The only place I wanna be is where you are with me. I switched the scene to Aurora's northern lights aglow. A dazzling light show, dancing on the frozen snow. A pixel perfect reindeer putting on a show. It's all so quiet here, a world I'll never know. I raise my hand to touch the curtain of the light, but only grasp a string of code so technical and bright. There are no accidents here, no fading of the night. Just me and my own heartbeat, yearning for what's right. This virtual journey, the more perfect, the more it feels fake. I hear the sound of wind, but it's a soul I cannot shake. How can I share the screen? Give you for goodness sake. I just wanna power down for you, my heart to take. Oh, VR trip, a lonely paradise. I see it all, but can't feel it with my eyes. The mountain wind doesn't bite me with its chill. The silent deep sea fish are strangely standing still. Oh, VR trip, a beautiful lie. I'm longing for the real ground underneath the real sky. Before I take this headset off, one last look at the sea. The only place I wanna be is where you are with me. The city's gonna sleep. My footsteps in the alley, a rhythm that they keep. The pavement after rain reflects the world so deep, and in the humid air, a silent promise I will keep. The lonely streetlights stand in a solitary line. Their orange yellow color, a soft and gentle sign, like an umbrella held for me, a feeling so benign, giving me a little warmth, a comfort that is mine. This blurry halo glow, like a dream from long ago, not clear enough to hurt me, but it doesn't let me go. It stretches out my shadow, long and dark and slow, against the walls around my heart where feelings ebb and tight.
Past me, splashing through the rain, disturbing the reflection, a world of silent pain. The beat inside my headphones is fighting with the strain, a melody of someone that I can't escape again. I stop and raise my head to look into the light, trying to make out your face inside the hazy night. The moisture in the air is blurring out my sight. I still can't see the direction where you took your flight. This misty halo glow illuminates the past. Every single detail is in a gentle cast. The happiness was real, the sadness made to last. Just like this lonely street light, its comfort holds me fast.
City is a flatliner drone. The Tuesday morning meeting is a monochrome throne of buzzwords and coffee that's gone cold and gray. My life is a loading screen stuck on replay. I'm waiting for the weekend, for the signal to change, for the punchline to land, to get out of this cage of the mundane, the predictable, the soul-crushing slow. I'm a high-speed processor with nowhere to go. My thumb hovers over the icon, the glowing glass key, the little hourglass symbol that promise I can be free. It's the ultimate life hack, the final frontier, the power to make all the boring bits disappear. The temptation is humming, a current buzz, to edit my life just because I can. To trim out the fat, the waiting in line, the awkward small chat, to live in the highlight, the peak and the rush, to turn my whole timeline to gold at a touch. So I press it, chrono skip. The world is a blur, a fast-forwarded fiction of all that we were. The traffic jam vanishes, a smear of red light. The argument with you gets skipped in the night. I jump past the work of the grind and the ache, for the dopamine hit, for the beautiful fake of the finish line moment, the victory beer. I erase all the struggle, I delete all the fear. And the good times, oh, the good times are saved on the drive. I can make every perfect memory feel more alive. That first kiss on the rooftop, the city aglow. I loop it and put on a show for an audience of one. I'm the DJ of my own existence, you see. Curating a perfect, curate a new me. I'm a collection of snapshots of laughter and light, a flawless montage, impossibly bright. I've edited out every tear, every doubt. I'm the star of a movie I can't live without. But a strange kind of static is creeping inside, a place in my memory where nothing can hide. The moments I skipped, they weren't just empty space, they were the threads that were holding the whole thing in place. The long boring car ride was where we first talked, where the silence felt comfortable, where secrets unlocked. The argument I deleted with the casual swipe, it held the foundation of a different life. A chance to have learned, a chance There's a physical thing in my chest, a second unwelcome heart, putting my patience to the test. The laughter is sharp, like shattering glass, a high frequency signal that this feeling won't pass. I'm leaning against a wall that is vibrating with sound, watching the beautiful people spin around and around. I've been nodding and smiling for 3 straight hours flat, perfecting the art of the verbal acrobat, jumping through hoops of small talk and feigned surprise with the carefully constructed, interested look in my eyes. I've discussed the new series I haven't yet seen, and the political drama, the whole complicated scene. I've offered opinions I don't really own on a vintage synth sound or a directorial tone. My social battery wants a vibrant green, is flashing a desperate blood red on the screen of my soul, and it's screaming a single word: evacuate. Before I say something I'll instantly hate. My exit strategy starts to take form in my head, a silent tactical map of the things left unsaid. I need a clean getaway, a seamless escape, a disappearing act that leaves no bitter shape. No long drawn out goodbyes, no awkward soft hugs, just a fade into black, pulling all of my plugs. I see a small window, a path to the side, through a thicket of strangers with nowhere to hide. I'll make a slow beeline for the bathroom door, a classic maneuver they've all seen before. Then I'll wait for a moment, a beat in the song, when the chorus is peaking and the crowd sings along. In that beautiful chaos, that singular roar, I'll slip through the kitchen and out the back door. It's a ghosting, a vanishing, a quiet retreat from the overwhelming pressure, the bittersweet heat of the party, a performance I just can't sustain, a necessary exit to keep myself sane. The kitchen is an oasis of quiet and steel, a blessedly silent and beautifully real escape from the front lines. The hum of the fridge is a calming low drone. For the first time tonight, I am truly alone. I lean on the counter and take a deep breath, escaping a small social meaningless death. I see my own reflection in the microwave door, and the person I see, I've not seen him before. Not the smiling performer from the other bright room, but a pale, weary soldier accepting his doom. The mask has been dropped, the adrenaline's gone, and all of the borrowed charisma's withdrawn. Outside the back door is an alley, a lane blessed with the beautiful, calming gray rain. The air is so cold, it's a shock to my lung. The final pure note of a song left unsung. The city sounds different out here in the dark. The distant soft wail of a siren, the bark of a dog in a yard that is miles away. This is the real music I wanted to play. The party's loud rhythm is a dull, muffled beat, a monster I fled from down a rain-slick back street. I pull up my hood, a new kind of disguise, not to fool all the others, but to hide from their eyes. There's a strange kind of freedom, a beautiful ache
My path is a puzzle, a line drawn by whim. I follow the scent of a bakery sin, the warm-yested promise of something to eat. Then I'm gone in a flash down a cobblestone street. I'll stop for an hour on the hood of a car that's been baking all morning. A five-star no-service hotel. I can watch the humans rush by in their personal hell of deadlines and duties, of having to be somewhere they don't want to go. It's a fascinating, tragic, and comical show. They move in straight lines with a purpose so clear, consumed by a future I don't have to fear. I'm moving a spiral, a zigzag, adrift, accepting the city's unpredictable gift of a new hidden shortcut, a garden unseen, a roof of tarred and oasis, a world in between the cracks of their order, the gaps in their plan, a kingdom of details for a one-person clan. My ears catch the tremor of a faraway train, the whisper of gossip, the promise of rain. I am a part of it all, but I'm safely apart, the silent observer, the city's own heart. When daylight starts fading to orange and rust, the city exhales a new kind of trust. The 9 to 5 people all scurry back home, leaving the streets to the ones who will roam. The neon begins its slow chemical bleed, planting a vibrant and dangerous seed in the soul of the evening. My strut finds a beat, a sleeker, more confident pulse in my feet. The shadows are longer, they're friendly and deep, a perfect new camouflage for the secrets I keep. The hunters and lovers, the poets and thieves, they all start to rustle like dry fallen leaves, and I move among them, a shadow on pause, ignoring their customs, ignoring their laws. This is my ballroom, my grand velvet stage, the moment I finally come of age. Every single night, the fear is a thrill, the hunger a spark, an electrical purpose that cuts through the dark. I am the owner of all that the moonlight will touch. It isn't so little, and it isn't so much. I see you, another one, walking alone with that same careful posture, that same quiet tone in the way that you move, in the look in your eyes. We share a quick glance and we both recognize the unspoken pact of the solitary soul. We don't need a story to make ourselves whole. We just nod and we pass, and that's more than enough. A moment of kindness in a world that is rough. I find a fire escape, my cathedral of steel, and I climb to the top for a view that is real. Down below the headlights are rivers of gold, a million small stories all waiting to be told. But I don't need to hear them, I don't need to know, I just need to watch the whole spectacle flow. The elevator ride is a slow, silent climb, a vertical escape from the crime of the day's wasted time. My shoulders are heavy, my muscles are tight, from sitting and staring in harsh artificial light. The digital static still hums in my head, a tangled up echo of all that was said in meetings and emails, the constant demand, a language of pressure I don't understand. The day was a cage, a well-lit clean box, and my mind is a mess of mismatched ticking clocks. But the doors slide open and I push through one more, a heavy metal thing, a forgotten old door to cleansing the dust from my days. It lifts up my hair with invisible fingers, a ghostly caress that deliberately lingers, as if it is searching and wanting to find the knots of the tension that live in my mind. It blows through the fabric of my worn out thin coat, setting every last worry and tired thought afloat, like tiny lost ships on an infinite sea. And for the first time all day, I feel like I'm me. I stand by the ledge, a lone gargoyle of flesh, and I let the wind wash me and make me feel fresh. It whistles a low, lonesome, beautiful tune, a lullaby sung by the ghost of the moon. My focus expands from the feel and the sound to the sprawling dark landscape that's spread all around. The sky is a bruise of deep purple and ink, on the edge of a new, different way now to think. The sun has surrendered, its battle is done, and one by one, one by one, one by one, the lights of the city begin their reply. A million small windows, a man-made new sky. First it's a sprinkle, a hesitant few, then a cluster of gold in the darkening blue, then a chain reaction, a slow burning fuse, igniting the boulevards and the avenues. The cars are like blood cells, all streaming with light in the vast concrete body of the coming night. And the weight in my chest starts to finally let go. I'm a silent observer of a silent slow show. My own little problems, my frantic concerns are just distant campfires that flicker and burn and are swallowed up whole by the sheer epic scale of a story where my tiny worries must fail to matter at all. The wind is the hero of this quiet play. It blows all the dialogue I've rehearsed clean away. It sweeps through the corridors of my tired brain, and it sounds like the soft, steady patter of rain on a roof. And a memory from when I was young, the taste of ozone, still fresh on my tongue. It's a physical cleansing, a spiritual sweep, pulling the static from down in the deep. My fists have unclenched, I don't know when they did, and the bitter resentment I've carefully hid is just gone, evaporated, a vaporous sigh carried away on the wind to the sky. I am empty, but not in a sad, lonely way. I'm a clean, open vessel at the end of the day. The city is breathing, a glittering lung in the rooftop breeze is the song that is sung between every inhale and every exhale. A promise of peace that will never ever fail. And I'm just standing here feeling it flow with absolutely nowhere I need to go. The first real cold of the season just hit, and the back of my closet is seen fit to offer up ghosts. I'm pulling them out now, the wool and the tweed, the forgotten protection for a future new need. And I find it, that old faded denim I wore for a winter, then not anymore. It smells like the past, a faint papery scent of a different apartment of It's not a receipt, not a coin, not a key. It's a small solid object, a mystery. For a second my mind is a blank, trying to place it. My thumb traces the edges, I slowly embrace it with my palm. And the wrapper is noisy, a crinkling sound that echoes and bounces and flies all around. In the quiet I pull it out into the light of my room, a tiny defense against all of the gloom. A single small candy, a butterscotch disc, a perfect translucent and beautiful risk. And the memory hits me, not a trickle, a flood, a chemical rush that is deep in my blood. This jacket, this candy, that day in the fall. Now I remember it all. We were walking through the park and the leaves were on fire. A funeral, a pie for the summer's desire. And you were laughing, your hand was in mine, a perfect cinematic and beautiful sign that we were forever. We were infinite then. It would never get colder, the world would not end. You bought them from a small corner store, the kind that doesn't exist in the city anymore. A whole bag of them, golden and bright. You said they were captured, condensed little bites of the afternoon sun that was warming our skin. And you slipped one right into my pocket, and then you leaned in and you whispered, for later, my dear. For a time when the winter is finally here, the taste of that memory is so sharp and so sweet. The phantom sensation of a happy defeat to the moment, the feeling of being so sure, a feeling my new jaded heart can't procure on its own anymore. I'm standing right here in my room in the gray, but my soul is a million miles distant, away in that park on the bench with the light in your eyes. A perfect, untouchable, beautiful lie, or a truth that just wasn't destined to last. And now I am holding this artifact here, a time-traveling vessel, a sweet solitaire for the person I was, for the person you were. The wrapper is faded, the letters are a blur. How long has it been here? A year, maybe two.